The Income Tax Department is carrying out a survey at the BBC offices in both Delhi and in Mumbai. The income tax officials landed at the BBC offices in Delhi and Mumbai days after a huge controversy over a documentary series on Prime Minister Narendra Modi and allegations linked to the 2002 Gujarat riots. The taxmen were carrying out a survey over allegations of international taxation and transfer pricing irregularities involved in the British Broadcasting Corporation, that's the BBC. This as per sources. The mobile phones of some of the journalists were taken away as per sources. The tax official said that this was a survey, not a search. The taxmen were carrying out a survey over allegations of international taxation and transfer pricing irregularities involving the BBC. This is as per the details coming by way of sources on what we are seeing as a survey, as the IT officials put it, being conducted at the moment in the BBC offices in Delhi and in Mumbai. These are scenes on the right hand side of your television screens from inside the BBC office. You can see some sort of an altercation there between the tax officials and the BBC staff as well. The phones of some of the staff members has been seized by the IT department that is carrying out what they call a survey. This with regards to what they say is alleged irregularities in the international taxation and transfer pricing involving the BBC. As per sources, documents and phones as well as laptops of some of the journalists were seized. Those are some of the details that are coming through at the moment. This is as per sources again. The offices were sealed for the survey and the employees were asked not to call anyone. BBC then, in a memo to the staff, asked those not in office to stay away and those at work not to panic, reportedly saying, "We are handling the situation." Tax officials insist that this is a survey, this is not a search. All right. So as we were pointing out, this is a survey that is being conducted as per IT officials. Meanwhile, the BBC News Press team has just put out this tweet saying the income tax authorities are currently at the BBC office in New Delhi and Mumbai and we are fully cooperating. We hope to have the situation resolved as soon as possible. This has been put out at about 2:48 p.m. Just about 10 minutes ago is when BBC News Press team has put out this tweet with regards to what the income tax authorities call a survey that is being conducted with what they say as far as alleged irregularities in international taxation and transfer pricing involving the BBC. Now the timing of this survey is one that is in fact catching the attention of people. This is because this comes weeks after a massive controversy over the UK broadcaster's documentary series on Prime Minister Narendra Modi, this was with regards to the riots in Gujarat in 2002. Let's listen to what the BJP is saying about this survey that is being conducted.
कोई भी एजेंसी हो, मीडिया से जुड़ी हो, कंपनी हो, अगर भारत में वो काम कर रही है तो उसको भारत के कानून को मानना होगा, उसका पालन करना होगा। अगर कुछ गलत किया नहीं है, कानून का पालन किया है, तो फिर डर कैसा, फिर चिंता कैसी? आयकर विभाग को अपना काम करने दिया जाना चाहिए और दूध का दूध और पानी का पानी हो जाना चाहिए। बीबीसी के अगर कृत्य देखें, जिसके उदाहरण मैं आपके समक्ष अभी पेश करूंगा, तो यह पूरे विश्व की सबसे भ्रष्ट बकवास कॉरपोरेशन हो गई है। और दुख की बात यह है कि बीबीसी का प्रोपेगेंडा और कांग्रेस का एजेंडा एक साथ मेल खाता है।
All right, that is the BJP's first reaction to what the IT department says is a survey that is being conducted at the British Broadcasting Corporation offices, the BBC offices in New Delhi and in Mumbai. Our reporters are panned across, getting us the very latest on this survey that is being conducted. Sunil Prabhu is joining us from Delhi. Sohit Mishra is joining us from Mumbai. Sunil, first coming to you, what are you picking up as the latest with regards to the IT department carrying out a survey in the BBC office in Delhi?
Well, as you pointed out, this survey is being conducted by the income tax authorities. They are looking at very critically at the transfer pricing as has been put out by the statement by the income tax authorities. They were at pains to explain not once but at least twice that these are not search operations, but these are survey operations. Nevertheless, most people who work for the BBC, and for them the biggest and the most important aspect is the using of the mobile phones and their laptops. That has not been permitted. So it's in that backdrop that we have definitely seen the income tax authorities conduct what is technically called a survey, which many people are calling a raid. But nevertheless, this comes in the backdrop, as you're well aware, of the Indian government deciding to ban the documentary on Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and it's in that backdrop that we have seen these incidents take place. You also heard Mr. Gaurav say that the BBC is one of the most corrupt organizations, but he definitely wasn't really able to convince and answer the question about the timings. Everybody is circumspect about the fact that at a particular time, you are conducting a raid immediately after the BBC has done this documentary on Prime Minister Narendra Modi. But definitely a lot is said to be done. We'll have to wait and see how things unfold. These survey operations usually take a couple of hours, and once they are completed and they've taken all the required data, the offices will be desealed.